your Denver Nuggets starting lineup. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 14, Gary Harris. At small forward, standing 6'5", number 5, Will Barton. The other forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 4, Paul Millsap. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 27, Jamal Murray. At the center position, 7 feet, number 15, Nikola Jokic. The head coach for your home team is Mike Malone. Once again, your Denver Nuggets.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have you. Thanks, David. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. We take a look at the Nuggets. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin, and it's Rose in at the 1. And for the Nuggets, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
Now here's Murray, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Murray dishes to Millsap. Harris outside. Pass to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Got to give respect to the range of Murray. He can nail it from distance.
Rose passes to Griffin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
And he can't get the first one. And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. Makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders. And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are, a lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 5.
He's super hard to guard, is Jamal Murray, because he's got all the shots, including recognizing when to use the floater.
Now here's Rose. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Here's Kennard. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Murray finds Harris. Now here's Millsap. Passes it to Barton. And there's the pass to Murray. Shoots it. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Rose against Murray. Griffin trying to get open. Rose can't hit.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Here's Kennard, guarded by Harris. Puts up a 3. Kennard's shot is off.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Murray outside. Here's Millsap. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
One shot.
And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets. If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Here's Jokic. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night. Rose against Murray. Shoots from the elbow. Rose, good.
You know, one of the things you can't allow Rose to do, guys, is to find his comfort zone from there, because he'll get into a rhythm and torch you.
Harris outside. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Maintaining his balance all the way through. Harris, tough to stop, even on these physical finishes.
Pass to Wood. Back to Rose. Goes up to the stripe. Drained for 2 points. Rose has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you can tell Rose has really steadily worked on this, shooting it with so much more confidence now.
Barton outside. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Pistons trail by 6. Rose passes to Kennard. Down low. Low block shot. And Griffin puts it in.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
To the middle. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Griffin. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Kennard. Over Harris. The offensive rebound. And here is Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Denver?
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
One shot.
That one misses for Murray.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Here's Griffin. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Porter's checked in for Will Barton, and it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. That's good from Blake Griffin. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Now, here's Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Rose. Passes it to Griffin. Kicks it to Snell. The pass to Kennard. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Craig passes to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Denver passing it around. Millsap finds Murray. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Nuggets score.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Rose with the ball. Pass to Kennard. Pass to Griffin. No good there. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle. Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
Porter looking it over. Here's Craig. No good on the triple. Pistons trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Kennard to the inside. Right side, Griffin. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Wood.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now Murray, following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. The kick out to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
You know, you look at Jamal Murray, and this guy just seems to be a natural scorer. Has no problem scoring the basketball from anywhere and all angles. Has tremendous confidence at the offensive end. And, guys, I think he's just scratching the surface.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Denver. Monte Morris comes in for Jamal Murray. Here's Morris after the basket by Detroit. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. Launches it. Rebounded by the Pistons. And with the way Murray scores, Clark, he's a great fit for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin, because the team has plenty of playmakers and guys like Jokic, and that takes some of the playmaking pressure away from Murray. It allows Murray to simply just focus on what he does best, which is put the ball in the basket.
So it's Denver now, after the basket by Detroit.
And the difference maker has on this end, love whenever he gets up to swat shots back.
Mikhailuk passes to Doumbouya. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. And Griffin slams it in.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
1:11 left here in the opening quarter. Now Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he banks in the layup.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
There's Galloway. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The pass to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Over Morris. And Detroit again with the bucket.
An unreal performance by Griffin. Locked in. They just have not come up with a scheme to contain him.
Morris passes to Jokic. Back to Morris. And Maker sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. The Nuggets making a switch here. Lumley's checked in. And Detroit with a change here too. Brown, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. To the paint. Craig kicks to Porter. Now, here is Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Clock is at 3. From deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. .11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here is Doumbouya. Got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 5. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
You got Jeremy Grant, also Plumlee out there. Porter is out there with Morris, and it's Craig in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart his numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, They should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled or not.
And so he hits both.
The skill set package that Maker has is intriguing. A long, lanky, big guy who can shoot it and rebound. I think he just needs to focus on being more consistent.
Now, here is Morris. Feeds to Plumlee. Doumbouya pulls it in. Pistons trail by 3. Inside, Mikhailuk. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Porter.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Detroit, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And he knocks down the first one.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here's Porter. The shot will not fall. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Pass to Maker. Here's Galloway. 9 points last game. Just 5 on the clock. Brown outside. Here's Maker. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Pistons lead by 1.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Grant, that's good.
And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
Now, here's Doumbouya. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Nuggets have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. To the inside. Morris outside. Pass to Porter.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
It's Brown with the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Brown's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons. For the Pistons, their last game a loss to the 76ers. Now here's Barton. Not a lot of room. And Henson sends it back. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Brown the pass to Maker. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one wide left. For Denver, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. To the middle, Harris finds Grant, and they pick up 2.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Passes to Doumbouya. Brown with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Maker, the shot's good. Maker's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Harris dishes to Barton. Back to Harris. This one for 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He's really a dangerous perimeter shooter. Harris is great at cashing in from this spot on the floor.
Down low, here's Henson. It's hauled in by Harris. Denver leading by 3. It's Barton on the wing. Back to Harris. Now the pass to Porter. Detroit with the rebound. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia. To the paint. And the basket by Maker. Maker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Harris kicks to Barton. Harris looking it over. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last. Murray's checked in for Porter. Derrick Rose is checked in for Detroit. Shot clock at 6. Here's Grant. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Then for the Pistons, Christian Wood comes in for Maker. And it's Luke Kennard in for Bruce Brown. Millsap has the open look. Here's Plumlee. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Rose. To the middle. Here's Henson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart, make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
Second free throw, no good.
The former Tar Heel, John Henson, is incredibly efficient on both ends of the court.
Murray, no good. The Pistons have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. McCray passes to Rose. Here's Wood. He's covered by Murray. Clock at 6. Here's Rose. Rejected by Harris. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Wide open look here for Murray. It's hauled in by Wood. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Detroit. Trailing by 2. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Barton. Pass to Plumlee. That one's not going to go. And Detroit the other way now. Here's McCray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Henson. Back to Kennard. Detroit, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And the Pistons with possession here. Following the miss by Gary Harris. Murray against Rose. For Murray. And it's Rose missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Jamal Murray is what we call a professional scorer, a hired gun. This guy can torch you because of that shot.
Here's McCray. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Will Barton.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saves a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the first one drops.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Pistons. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
Tony Snell's checked in for McRae. Good on the second free throw. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
It's an excellent starting list. Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts. And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Here's Barton following the bucket by the Pistons. Millsap in the corner. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Millsap's got 5 points so far.
Decisive on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Millsap. He's not going to let that opportunity go to waste.
Rose passes to Griffin. Over to the left wing. Kennard. Again, the Pistons score.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now here is Harris. He's got 6. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
And Detroit has possession. Denver able to drain the 3. Galloway kicks to Kennard. Back to Galloway. To the inside. Henson. Good defense by Jokic.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Here's Snell, and that one is hammered home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
The Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Take a break.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And he makes the first.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Detroit making a switch here. Mikhailuk is checked in. He's off on the second.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Snell kicks to Galloway. The pass to Mikhailuk. Griffin against Millsap. Left side, Griffin over Millsap. Good work defensively by Millsap. Morris looking over the floor. Takes a three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so we wrap up the first half. Nuggets ahead, leading by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Blake Griffin in this game. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Pistons, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Rose is out there with Kennard, and it's Wood in at the 5, down low. Tries again. Here's Millsap. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
That free throw good for Millsap.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Denver with the ball after the basket by Detroit. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Wood.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Now Murray, 15 points in the game. Over Rose. Murray, good. Murray's got 17.
Even when the defense is breathing down his neck, Murray gets it done. I mean, just an amazing shooter with a very impressive stroke.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Kennard. Back to Rose. Makes it off the glass. He has 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Rose against Murray. Fires from deep. Second shot opportunity. Jokic with the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Here's Rose. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Murray kicks to Jokic. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. It's blocked. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Rose with the ball. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Murray finds Jokic. And it's blocked. Griffin against Murray. Griffin passes to Kennard. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his 3rd assist on the night. Nuggets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Rose against Murray. Another shot. Millsap trying to get open. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Denver. Porter comes in for Harris. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Brown's checked in. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
McRae's checked in for Detroit. And Porter drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Down low, here's Wood. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The Nuggets have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And Jokic drops them both.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all three, triple-double like.
Here's Wood. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Nikola Jokic? He's putting up about 20 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
First one falls for. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Akers checked in for Detroit. Doumbouya comes in for Blake Griffin. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Kennard. Doumbouya, good. Doumbouya's got 5.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Porter. He's got 8, misses in close. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Detroit with the ball, following the miss by Michael Porter. McRae, no good. Barton surveying the floor.
Boy, an explosive player on the drive. When Barton puts it on the deck, the defense knows they're in trouble. On their heels.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
No good on the free throw.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And he's good on the second. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 6-point game. Pass to McCray. He kicks to Maker. Shot clock at 5. Passes to McCray. Shoots. Denver grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Here's Kennard, guarded by Porter. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Denver with the ball. The Nuggets leading by 8. There's the pass to Craig. Pass to Plumlee. Barton against Brown. 6 to shoot. Barton kicks to Porter. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now a 10-point Nugget lead.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Brown the pass to Doumbouya. Pass to Kennard. Here's McCray. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Pistons now. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Kennard. Martin defending. Doumbouya. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Pistons have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And the second free throw, good. And so here's Denver. They have a 9-point lead. Passes it to Porter. Doumbouya pulls it in.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Keeps it alive.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Now, here is Morris. Here's Grant. Off on the layup. The Pistons shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's McRae. Galloway, the pass to Mikhailuk. 5 on the clock. Here's McRae. The teardrop falls in. And now just a 5-point Nugget lead.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And the pass to Porter. Grant outside. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. Grant's got 6.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Pass to McRae. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Here's McRae, covered by Morris. And the shot no good from McRae.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Morris right side. Count the basket. He's got 5.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Here's McRae. From 13. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. There's Galloway, guarded by Porter.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And the shot goes in.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
McRae passes to Henson. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. And then for Detroit, Wood, he's checked in for John Henson. Blake Griffin comes in for Doumbouya. And Tony Snell subbed in for Jordan McRae. .29 seconds left to play in the third. 3 on the clock. Here's Griffin. Detroit, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's Millsap, following the miss by Michael Porter. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And so it's Denver, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Craig is the 3 and Millsap the 4. Gary Harris is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group on the 4 for Denver. Now here is Harris, following the miss by Griffin. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Rose.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there, and that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
Millsap looking it over Rose. Jokic trying to free himself up, and Millsap slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Mikhailuk. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. 5 to shoot. Here's Griffin. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Again, the miss by the Pistons. Denver leading by 13. Harris passes to Jokic. Good, and Harris gets the assist. 19 points for Jokic.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Morris. And both free throws good for Rose.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Murray kicks to Craig. Back to Murray. He can't get it to go. Rose with some nice D. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. In the corner, it's Griffin. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Griffin's got 20.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
The feed to Millsap. Takes the 13-footer. They get it back. Jokic, the layup off target.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Murray dishes to Harris. And Griffin sends it back. Out to the right wing. Snell from outside. Craig pulls it in. Craig's got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. And it's denied. But they'll get another chance. Millsap misses. Pistons trail by 11. Griffin passes to Rose. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instinct. Excellent timing, rising up to block shot.
Martin's checked in for the Nuggets. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Pistons. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Griffin. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Harris outside. Pass to Jokic. Trying to get something going. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. And here are the Nuggets now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Harris.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
And another miss by Denver.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Kennard. Passes it to Griffin. Over Millsap. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
One shot.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks, David.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Now the pass to Griffin. And it's good, 2 points. Griffin's got 25 points.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Harris up top. Murray for 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 6th assist on the night.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Rose against Murray. From 11 feet away. Good on that shot. And with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Derrick Rose. And here is Harris. The steal. Here's Kennard. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Murray with it. Stolen by Rose. Griffin looking it over. Tries a 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Griffin after the Nuggets pick up 2. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. Rose, no good. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Jokic draws the double. Back to Murray. Detroit with the rebound. Outside Griffin. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The Nuggets leading by 9. Now Murray. It's Jokic top of the key. Left side Harris. There's the dish to Millsap. Over Griffin. And Griffin sends it back. Pass to Rose. Back to Griffin. Lays it up off the glass. Griffin's got 9 points in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Got a hand on it. Here's Snell. Rose in the post. He's covered by Murray.
When Rose is attacking, guys, I mean, the defense has to act. He puts them on their heels.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Rose.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
So he gets them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
Now, here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you've got to love it. I mean, Millsap drawing contact, not afraid to get banged around a little bit.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
Tell you what, Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players because he's so effective, scores at an efficient clip, rebounds the ball well, and defends multiple positions too. He gives you everything.
Now here's Rose. In the corner, Kennard with it. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Barton outside. Murray outside. Now here's Barton. Out to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Jokic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Yep, and they've needed every one of those boards. This game's still close.
Snell, the pass to Rose. Back to Snell. All sorts of time, and he hits the jump shot.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
Denver calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Murray against Rose. Pass to Jokic. It's intercepted. Here's the teardrop. And it's Rose missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Murray, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Really a smart player, Paul Millsap. I mean, he just has a sense of what to do and when to do it, especially cutting after setting the pick.
Now here's Rose. And it's Jokic with the rebound. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. With 3, Harris. And no good that time. And it's Detroit the other way. Snell kicks to Rose. And the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 25 points in the game.
Hey, guys, we know Rose has drilled big shots before. Let's add another one to the highlight reel.
Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Pistons. Woods got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, Griffin in position. He can't hit that time. The Nuggets leading by 4. On the wing, Porter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. From deep. Rebound, Detroit. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Snell finds Rose. Here's Griffin. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. The Nuggets making a switch here. Martin is checked in. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, it's still a 1-possession game.
Pass to Jokic. Yes!
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Rose. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Great respect for how Rose raises his level of play in the biggest moments.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Goes up on the wing. The putback, it falls!
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Snell from outside. That shot off. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Mason Plumlee. A lot of points tonight. What was working so well offensively?
Well, we're sharing the ball so well. It's fun to watch, I'm sure, but we have possessions where every guy might touch the ball almost twice. So when you get movement like that, it's hard to guard, and it's a fun way to play.
You did have the defense on its toes tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.